Well, we could say that punctuations hold power. A lot of IELTS test takers are asking questions like, what are the most common punctuations that they should use in their writing tasks and how to use them properly? For some, they might think that it's useless or even complex, but it gives the sentence the right meaning to understand it appropriately. Well, hi there, my name is Teacher Edmore, and for today's lesson, we are going to discuss on how to use punctuations correctly in IELTS writing task 2. Let's take a look at our sentence here. Alex loves eating his friends and family. Sounds disturbing, right? Well, lack of punctuation or incorrect placement of punctuations would definitely change the meaning of the sentence. For this particular video, we are going to discuss two most common punctuations, and these are full stops or periods and commas. The use of capital letters and full stops. Well, basically, we have to use capital letters whenever we are going to start our sentence. And full stops or periods, we use this one to end our sentence. Let's take a look at our sample question here. Immigration has a major impact on the society. What are the main reasons of immigration? To what consequences can it lead? And we have here an excerpt from a sample essay. Australia is a good example in which most workers coming from poor countries wish to migrate for a good chance. And I'm pretty sure that you've noticed some errors here, right? Well, basically, we have here Australia. It's a proper noun, so we have to write that in capital letter. Also, we have here the word migrate. It's not a proper noun, it's a verb, so it should be in its small letter. And there's no period here. Well, that's it. So to improve this, we could just simply say Australia, well, capital letter, is a good example in which most workers coming from developing countries, well, if you've noticed, I changed poor countries into developing countries to make it more subtle. Hope to migrate in search for better opportunities. And definitely we have here period. And we have here our commas. Well, we use comma to separate our sentences for us not to create confusions. Well, let's retain our sample question here, and we have a sentence from a sample essay. For example, in the Philippines, millions of people go to Canada, Australia, and the United States. They look for a job. It seems that this sentence or these sentences are quite correct. But if you would notice, we have here a semicolon. We use semicolon only if a sentence is complete and we want to add more information about it. However, if you would look our sentence here, we have Canada, Australia, and the United States. Our purpose here is to show series of countries. So basically, using semicolon is faulty here. Another thing to take note, they look for a job. It's too short. As much as possible, try to write at least 10 words in a sentence. By doing so, it would make our score even better. So to improve this one, we could actually just say the Philippines, comma, for instance, comma. Well, this is a style. You could actually use this kind of structure to show that, well, you could actually have your own style there. Have millions of people desiring to find jobs as well as to progress in their chosen fields, putting another detail there. In other countries such as Canada, comma, Australia, comma, and even the United States. And don't forget our full stop or our period here. Using the right punctuations and even grammar would assure us that we could get 7 in our grammatical range and accuracy. So you can see that the use of punctuation is very important. So you have to memorize or at least know how to use them. To summarize everything, the use of capital letters, we use this one in front of our sentence, and full stop or period to end our sentences. It's very important that we should use this in between our sentences for our evaluator to know where to start and where to end. Also, for comma, we use this to separate our clauses. After sentences, initial adverbs like firstly, secondly, or finally. When using multiple adjectives to modify a noun, like for example, she is the kindest, most beautiful person I've ever met, yeah, we have to put commas there. And lastly, when joining two independent clauses. Now, going back to the first sentence that I've shown you, well, maybe some of you are asking, okay, so how can we make that sentence correct? Well, we could just use our commas and our period. So it's gonna be Alex loves eating, comma, his friends, comma, and family, period. It means that he loves these three. He loves eating, also he loves his friends, and he loves his family. Well, we could say that punctuations hold power. So it's very important that we should know how to use them properly. So there you go. Thank you so much. I hope that you learned something. And if you want to know more about this lesson, don't hesitate to join our classes. We are here to help you out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tips. And follow us as well on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. Thank you. See you next time. Ciao.